want to, actually, when I was thinking about this, I thought about this um, book. It's a book by James Allen, and it's called As a Man Thinketh. And it's a really thin, tiny little book. And I'm looking at my bookshelf because I actually, I have the book somewhere, and I was going to show it to you. Let me see if I can find it quickly. Um, and I bought it some years ago on a recommendation. Okay. It's probably in my other bookshelf. Apparently it's in my other bookshelf. I cannot find it right now. But anyway, I just want to show it to you. It's just a really thin little book, really quick read. And it was, I don't even know why. So I was reading some books and that one came up. And so I ordered it. I'm a book fanatic, I confess. And so I was reading the little book and I was thinking, is this the book? The thing was so little and so thin, but it's a really good book. It gets right to the point of the thing, which is really talking about your thoughts and your thinking and how it affects your reality. And so that's the name of my live, Mindset Matters, because your mindset does matter and it influences, your whatever you're experiencing right now in your current situation. Hello, Alvin. How are you today? So let's jump right into it. Before I jump into the meat of it, let me just introduce myself. Let me step back and introduce myself. I'm Vashona Weatherspoon, career strategist and excellence accelerator, helping women who feel frustrated in their careers to emerge from stuck and to surge into their next level of success. I am the host of the Know Your Worth Career podcast that helps women to maneuver some of the sticky situations that we find ourselves in the workplace, bringing on special guests to talk about different issues that matter to women and to help us to figure out how to successfully maneuver some of those issues. And the heart of it is really based around knowing your worth, as the title would imply. So that's enough about me. Let's talk about this topic that we have on board today. So if you know somebody who needs to hear about mindset and why it matters and why your words really do matter, then invite them to this live. And if you're catching it on the replay, type replay. So what is mindset? Mindset is just it's an established set of attitudes and beliefs that a person holds. That's all it is. It's just a set of beliefs, a set of attitudes that you hold about things. Actually, it's a particular mindset and it kind of spreads across things if we want to really get into it. But I was talking about the book As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, which is what popped into my mind when I got to thinking about, how, and actually another thing that maybe what made me really start to think about it, I was listening to someone and they were talking about, pretty much how you have to believe in yourself. You have to, when you want to accomplish a goal, you really have to act as if that thing, you already have the thing that you want. It was kind of along that line, and it just, I don't know, it's a whole series of things just made me come to this conclusion for a topic tonight. But anyway, in the book As a Man Thinketh, and I'm going to read this to you because it's a little bit long, but it's not terribly long, but just a little bit. It says, as a being of power, intelligence, and love, and the Lord of his own thoughts, man holds the key to every situation and contains within himself that transforming and regenerative agency by which he may make himself what he wills. Let me go back and summarize that a little bit. It says, as a being of power, intelligence, and love, and the Lord of his own thoughts, man holds the key to every situation and contains within himself that transforming and regenerative agency by which he may make himself what he wills. He may make himself what he wills. So this is just saying that you have the power to bring into fruition the things that you want, the things that you will, the things that you desire and you pursue, to make them come into fruition. And I just love that, because it means that there is no gatekeeper out there somewhere that's keeping you from doing anything that you want to do. There is no big power that can stop you if you are determined enough. And you know that whole thing about if there's a brick wall, then you go over it, you go around it, or if not, you just go through the darn thing. So it's about that determination and that persistence and that perseverance. And that's the thing that really helps you to get to where you want to be. And of course, I'm all about talking to people about their careers and pursuing their dreams. And you can have what you want, because I believe that you can. I know that you can, but you have to know that you can too. And so that is the distinguishing factor. And that's why I'm on this live right now. So for those of you who think that you're too old to pursue your dreams, then I challenge you to think differently, because you can have what you want. You have the right to want the things that you want in your life, whether it's your career, whether it's your family, whether it's your relationship or your finances or your spirituality or your whatever it is. You have the right to decide what it is that you want for your life. And you have the freedom and the liberty and the right to be able to pursue it. So there's no such thing as too old for anything. Let me just stick with that. There's no such thing as being too old to pursue the things that you want in your life. There's no such thing as, there's nobody that's going to stop you from doing it. So except for your thoughts, And I'm thinking about, as I'm talking about this, I'm thinking about someone who, that I know of that recently decided that they were going to leave their job because they felt that they were the oldest person around and everybody else was younger, and it made them feel self-conscious. Even though, nobody was telling them that they had to go. It was just them telling themselves stories about, everybody else and what they should or should not be doing, instead of thinking about what they really wanted to do. Because at the end of the day, that's the thing that really matters. And so, you can find a job at your dream job at that. You can find your dream job at 50. You can decide, I have been doing whatever I'm doing for 25 years, and now I want to do the thing that I really wanted to do when I was 20, but I was too afraid, or I didn't think I had enough experience, or I didn't think I was smart enough or good enough or had enough money, or whatever it is that you thought at that time. You can change careers after you've been there for 10 years in the same spot doing the same thing, and you know everybody and everybody knows you and you're the expert. You can quit your job and pack up, sell your house, and move across country and start a candle boutique if that's what you want to do. You have the ability to be able to do all of those things and more if you just make a decision that that is the thing that's right for you. But the most important thing is to be able to make the decision and to have your thoughts to align with that decision. There's enough people out there in the world who are more than willing to tear down your dreams, to diminish your progress, to minimize your ideas. So the last person that we need to contribute to that is you. Okay? We don't need you being the enemy of your own desires and your own dream. So instead of, you know, not going after your passions, not pursuing the thing that you really want because you have some preconceived idea about what cannot happen or what won't happen based upon somebody else who wasn't able to be successful at it, or based upon, you know, something that you saw on the news or that happened to the neighbor down the street or whatever, that really has nothing to do with you unless you internalize it and you make it apply to you. Those are just incidents and situations and circumstances, and they all abound. But what you have to do is to just get clear about what it is that you're trying to do, what you're trying to pursue, and put all your efforts, thoughts, and energy into making that thing become a reality, versus using your own thoughts and your own words to talk yourself out of, you know, stepping out of your little comfort zone and doing the thing that you need to do most to get you to where you want to be the most. I mean, I don't know any other way to say that. So use your words to speak life into the desires of your heart. That's a thought. That's a way we can use our thoughts and our words. And there's this, I'm on the books tonight. I told you I was a book junkie, sorry. Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich, and I've actually done a live on this before because it's one of my favorite books. It talks about how desire backed by faith knows no impossibilities. And of course, I'm mutilating the way that it really talks about it. But the point is, it says that desire backed by faith knows no such word as impossible. So there is no impossibilities when you have a strong enough desire and the faith of all the people who like the Bible, you know this one, the faith of a mustard seed. And you know how small a mustard seed is. And that's all the faith that you need to have when it comes to believing in yourself and that you can do the things that you want to do. You can have the things that you want to have. You can be the person, the thing that you want to be. So just that little bitty mustard seed, is that the size of the mustard seed? I mean, it's a very small thing, and that's all you need to have, if that's your frame of reference. But what I really just want to remind you of is that your thoughts become things. So be careful with your words. Be careful with your thinking, because the thinking becomes the words that flow out of your mouth. And that determines your behavior, your attitude, and your outcome eventually. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. Just a little bit of a reminder to be encouraging to yourself, to use your words and your thoughts and your energy in a positive way so that it helps you to get what you want out of this life. You get one shot at it according to what your belief is. But, if this is the one shot that you have, then you want to make it count. So that's what I have. Share this video if you know somebody who could benefit from listening to it. Hello, Rosalind Langston. Sorry. Thank you for joining. I just flipped my screen and saw that you had joined in. So share the video with someone who you know could use a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of a pick-me-upper, so to speak, and somebody who could stand to learn to speak life into their goals, into their careers, into their lives. I mean, into their whole existence. So before I depart, that's right, before I depart, I'm tripping tonight. I have a gift for you guys for tuning in. It is the Everything You Need to Know to Switch Careers Guide. I just posted the link in everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Maybe Periscope too, who knows? So anyway, check it out. It's absolutely free, and it's a guide that you can use to walk you through the different things that you need to consider when you want to switch careers, which I know a lot of you do. So don't forget to grab it up while it's available, because it's going to be going down soon. That's just my warning. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful, lovely, fabulous evening. All right. Bye-bye.